Hello there, thanks for tuning in. So I'm Tim and this is my hobby space, and for the next 48 hours I'm going to be very busy in here working away on a huge army painting challenge alongside fellow Legions Imperialis YouTube channel content creator Josh from the wonderful Hobbyist Novitiate channel. What we'll do is we'll catch up with him in a jiffy and also periodically throughout the 48-hour challenge. And to top it off, we're both turning traitor, I believe for the very first time in either of our hobby careers. I'll be attempting to build, paint and complete just over 1,800 points of word bearers, Dark Mechanicum and a Warhound Titan. Technically the challenge was for 1,500 points, but I just couldn't help myself, especially when I found a great deal on the newer Warhound Titans on eBay. That's where the extra 300 points have come from. It's certainly going to be my biggest project painting wise to date, and also my most ambitious YouTube video too. Hopefully I managed to capture all of the action adequately for you. So it's time to check in with my co-conspirator in turning traitor for the 48-hour challenge, and it's lovely to welcome Josh, aka Hobbyist Novitiate, to the channel. How are you doing? Good.
Hello.
Sir?
I'm good. I'm really excited to get started. Looking forward to a long sweaty weekend of painting.
It is rather hot, isn't it? This latest heat wave has come at the worst kind of time, but we will battle on and get through it.
We will.
So you are looking forward to building a completely brand new army to yourself?
Yes, I'm starting my first ever traitor army. I've always gone loyalist to this point in anything I've done for 40k and Legions, everything else. Always been a good boy, but today is the start of me turning to the dark side, and I'm going to make some, what are they called? Hold on. I'm going to make some Iron Warriors.
Iron Warriors, excellent. That's the stripes are gonna be something to watch out for over the course of the challenge. Have you got a tactic down for that, or is that to be revealed at a later check-in?
I think so. My plan for the stripes is to paint anything that's going to be stripy with yellow and do all the shading with the yellow, and then just get a black and a very thin brush and just spend 2 to 4 hours painting stripes very slowly and carefully. There's no
nice. That sounds.
There's no plan beyond that. We'll see. Maybe I
No.
should have more preparation.
Amazing, sounds good. So yeah, hopefully sort of as we check in throughout the next couple of days, we'll be able to keep each other spurred on and going through all of this. So yeah, it's my first time turning traitor as well. I've collected Eldar, Ultramarines, but yeah, the law of someone to getting together a second force to loan someone to fight against my Ultramarines in a Kauth inspired war was too great to resist, really. So this was the perfect chance to jump on board with that, with a crazy kickstart to a new collection.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great place to go. What you've got coming up,
Definitely.
It'll be very exciting.
So yeah, we'll get things going, really, I guess.
Shall I've not shown you this, but behind me I've set up a timer.
Ooh, nice.
So shall I press go? Are you ready?
Yes, let's hit go on that. Love it.
We are officially started.
Please do excuse this rather awkward camera position, but first up I need to get these pre-painted minis into their isopropyl alcohol bath to soak off the paint. It is rather amusing that I am turning my old original Ultramarines army into word bearers. And yes, something very fitting, or even poetic maybe Erebus would say. These will need to soak for a bit, so we'll come back to these in an hour or two to see if the isopropyl has done its work. Then give them a good scrub. I'm counting that as the equivalent of their building time, so it doesn't matter that they're pre-built. Back in the studio, and the plan for tonight is to get everything built and primed. Then for tomorrow, it's all about word bearers and that Warhound Titan, getting them completely painted. That just leaves Monday for the Dark Mechanicum, and with a hopeful 5 PM brushes down to see exactly how much has been achieved over 48 hours. So I've got really nerdy about this challenge, as those of you that know me will expect, and created a timeline in Notion for it, estimating how long each task is going to take me, making notes of painting recipes, basically trying to leave as little to chance as possible. We'll soon see if it's all based on totally wishful thinking or if I've done an alright job at estimating. This is my first box of the Saturnine Terminators and Dreadnoughts. My Ultramarines don't even have them, and it's my first time seeing the sprues. Wow, there's a lot of fiddly parts to them. I have consulted the internet, the wise oracle that it is, as to the best way to load out these guys. The consensus seems to be to double up on the weapons to gain the accurate, but it's a shame that there's not quite enough options on the sprue to do that fully. We'll get by though. Time to get cracking on the first build of the night. Hello there. So it's been a few hours. I'm currently 3 hours behind my schedule. So I have completed the Saturnine box. The Terminators were very fiddly to build. Each Terminator being 4 pieces was fiddly but relatively easy going. So I've made it through, but now it's time to head back into the kitchen to take all of the minis out of the isopropyl and give them a really good brush. So it's time to snap on some rubber gloves to protect my hands, lay down some newspaper to protect the surfaces, because that is really important when you're working with it. The blue paint or whatever colour paint you're stripping will go everywhere, and you don't really want it on your hands. It's probably not going to do lasting damage, but it's just not cool. But yeah, I'll put in a close-up little view of these. They're not stuck down on the base because I want to prime them on lollipop sticks, which is what I'm going to be doing. But yeah, let's crack on with the next step. It is yeah, gone 10 o'clock now. Wow. Okay, so that took a lot longer than planned, but I have paint stripped all of my old Ultramarines. So we just got empty bases where the Marines just came off. And so I've just got a lovely collection of loose tactical Marines here. I've got some bases where unfortunately they didn't come off. They're not going to focus, are they? But yeah, so I've got some of those. I don't know what to do because I really don't want to paint Marines on the bases. So I might have to X-Acto knife them off, but that's a problem for tomorrow's Tim. But yeah, that is an hour or so of scrubbing. Well done, really. So yeah, really, really happy with that. On to the next bit. Let's head back to the hobby desk. So, back at the hobby desk, and it is just gone 11 o'clock at night. I'm not where I wanted to be. According to my plan, I think I should have already built my Ascalon. I should be halfway through building my Dark Mech Stalkers and be well on my way to going to bed. That hasn't happened. So we built all of the Saturnine box. The troops, although in 4 parts, were actually relatively straightforward to build. There were just lots of them. The HQ, a little bit fiddly, but not too bad. The box came with more HQs than you need, so I've only built 1, so there's more on the sprues for another time. The Dreadnoughts, they took some work. They were in so many little parts, but they're so worth it. They are beautiful. I love them. Like, I wasn't too keen on the big version. I thought that looked a bit, I don't know what the right word is, but these little ones, they're amazing. Like, I've actually fallen in love with them whilst I've been building them. It's incredible. And I have just stripped all of the old armies. So 4 Kratos, 4 Sicarans, 4 of the contemptors and a load of troops. So I'm going to stay up, glutton for punishment, I know, but I'm going to work now on the Ascalon. So I've been super excited about this box ever since it came out, and not for the Ascalon. The Falchion is one of my favourite ever tanks for the Space Marines, and I've wanted to add some to my Ultramarines for ages and ages, and it's quite funny that the word bearers are stealing this box for themselves to be the first time I open it up. I'm only going to build one Ascalon. Eventually I will build both of them. You can build it with in such a way that you can change the turrets. At the moment I can't be dealing with that. I'm just going to build this first one with the flame cannon on it glued down. The second one I might have a go when I've got more time at a later date, build it so it can be interchangeable. But yeah, this is going to be possibly the last thing that I do tonight. We will see how much of a glutton for punishment I am. Yeah, it's a lot hard. I don't know if I've just said this, going a bit delirious, you know. It's a lot harder than I thought it would be, this challenge. Things are taking a bit longer than I planned. But that's okay, that's absolutely fine. I think there is enough buffer in here on Monday that I can easily catch up, which is great. The important thing is that I don't make myself too tired and that I look after myself. I am drinking plenty of water, got some snacks, I've got some cans of kombucha on the go. So yeah, it's not too bad. The main thing is the heat up here in the hobby space. It is really hot and under some studio lights, only from one space. But yeah, they're not LED, they're old studio lights, so that's kicking out some heat as well. So sweat in buckets, tiredness kicking in, but pleasantly surprised with progress, whilst I would have liked to have been further ahead. Can't be helped. So I'm going to tear the shrink wrap off this, and we are going to quickly quickly I say, hopefully sort of within half an hour, and I'd be happy, build an Ascalon, and then think about what to do next, whether it's bedtime or whether I want to get stuff on lollipop sticks and priming batons ready to go for the morning. I'm not going to prime tonight, I'm going to prime first thing when I wake up tomorrow. So yeah, let's go top down at the hobby desk. Let's build ourselves a lovely super heavy Ascalon. So it's just gone midnight, but I have one successfully built Ascalon. It is a beautiful little tank. I absolutely love it. Put the laser destroyers on the side. I thought they were the best option to go with the flamer because, yeah, the point defense of the heavy bolters might have been quite nice. Last cannon's range would have been too big, so this was kind of like the happy medium. Also, rule of cool, laser destroyers are just where it's at. But yeah, really pleased with that tank, and relatively quick to put together. So what I've done now is I've got out my lollipop sticks, bit of super glue, my big batons, spray painting batons. I am gonna just quickly watch something on YouTube, get all of this sort of stuck down and blue tacked onto painting sticks, ready to go for tomorrow morning. That might be it, but yeah, I'll check in with you once I've got all of this done, and some of the stuff stripped that was stripped out of the kitchen needs to come out and be stuck down as well, ready to go. Right, good morning guys. It is 7 o'clock on the dot pretty much. I'm awake. Last night was a late one. It was later than I wanted to be. It's awkward not wearing a shirt, so I can't clip my mic onto my t-shirt, so I'm gonna have to do the newfangled YouTube thing of just holding my mic instead of using it like an actual lapel mic. Hopefully you can still hear me. So, progress. Tanks that I stripped last night and the Ascalon that I've built have now been primed. It's really weird priming in grey. I'm not sure I like it. I don't usually do it. I prime in black or in a colour forged colour that I'm going to paint my army. Ultramarines blue, yellow for my Iand and Eldar. So yeah, priming in grey is a little bit weird. But yeah, that's the four Sicarans for Kratos and the Ascalon primed. And then what I also managed to do last night before heading to bed was to get out the little lollipop sticks, and it probably won't focus on them, but stick them down onto all of this. Stick what down, Tim? Stick all of the Saturnine Terminators and Dreadnoughts onto lollipop sticks. So I'm just going to get those quickly primed up this morning before breakfast. Going to check in with Josh as well, see how he's doing, and hopefully we will have a little catch up to see about progress, see about morale, mood, all of that kind of good stuff, and then get cracking for the day. So I'm behind. I'm really behind on where I wanted to be last night, but it can't be helped. These little guys took quite a while. Ascalon was really quick and easy, actually. Could probably do that in my sleep. Yeah, more sleep would be lovely. But yeah, no Dark Mech have been built. No Warlord has been built. Half of the army hasn't been primed, but I reckon that we've got leeway in today's schedule. I did not pack it super tightly, just got to paint and paint and paint, lots and lots of red, lots and lots of black, or Payne's Grey I'm using. I'll talk more of my paint scheme later, but Proacryl have got some lovely colours. This burnt red is going to be the main red for the tanks and stuff. And then I don't think I have the Payne's Grey to hand, but it's around in the hobby space somewhere. So yeah, I'm just going to go and get all of these sticks primed. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them primed. I also stuck all of the Saturnine bases onto a painting stick as well. So that's primed. That's ready for painting. That should be a really quick win to get the bases painted up. So I'll do a little mini tutorial for you guys on that. It's really straightforward. It's the same way that I paint my my plaza tiles and things like that. So you can always go back and watch that video linked up there for you. Right, let's do some priming, have a catch up with Josh, and then probably just start splashing red on everything. Let's go.
Good morning, Tim.
Morning, Josh. How's things?
I'm good. I'm a bit tired. I didn't end up sleeping that well last night, but I feel like it's fine. I finished all of my vehicles yesterday, which are all on this plate. I still need to put them on sticks for priming, but they are done and ready to go. So this morning it's all about getting my support and my infantry all snipped up and ready. What are you planning to do next?
That sounds awesome. So I also achieved vehicle action. These have actually been primed this morning. I had a bit of time before the call, so nice. nine tanks all primed, ready to be base coated in their sort of burnt red. I've also primed the Saturnine that I built, and today is all about getting some colour as early on things as possible so that I can visually see more progress happening. I think that'll keep the motivation levels high and keep things going.
It's important to keep that excitement rolling. I think that's the only thing that will get you through. So having some paint, having some colour on there is definitely going to be good. You'll have finished models long before I do, and so I'll be crushed and you'll be elated.
I can't remember if you overestimate my speed of painting, but I'm gonna push myself for the challenge to not dawdle and about which panel goes where. It's going to be a case of very much slap some red on, slap a wash on, and then see where to pick out the darker panels.
Well, we have 35 hours and 36 minutes and 32 seconds to finish this. Are you feeling like you'll be done in that time?
I'm feeling quietly confident, actually, mate. Yeah, I have belief in myself still. I haven't quite cracked yet. And also, that doesn't sound like too much time has elapsed, really. That's still over an entire full day and a half. Just about a day and a half. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I'm feeling good about it. Yourself?
I think I'm doing good. Like I'm figuring, even if I sleep 8 hours tonight, I've still got 27 odd hours of time to work on this, which is so much time. I think this is going to be fine. Yeah.
Hello guys, so hobby progress has been happening. So these are the bases for the Saturnine box. So I've typhus corrosioned them, I've painted them all over with Tooth and Coat's Aries flesh, can you see that? And then I've just done Agrax Earthshade wash on them, so that's going to dry out. So tanks galore, 5 Rhinos, 4 Sicarans, 4 Kratos and then Ascalon. So they've had 2 coats of the red that I'm using for my word bearers is the burnt red from Pro Aquarel. Really nice, goes on super smooth, absolutely amazing. And I love painting over a grey base coat. I just said that grey primer was weird, it goes really nice under red, so that's really cool. And I've just slapped a wash on of the Berserker Bloodshade, so that's all sort of drying out now, so I'm going to have my breakfast. And then when we come back on the tanks, I'm going to paint all of the tracks in Tooth and Coat's Sir Coates Silver. It's basically Lead Belcher, but the Duncan Rhodes version of it. And then I'll put a Nuln Oil wash over all of that. So then that means that the tanks are then ready to flip up, and then I can do all of the red on the top coats and all of that kind of stuff. Bases will all then just be dry brushed and following that that pattern with Skeleton Legion first and then Pro Aquarel Ivory to get them up to a place that I'm happy with. There's a possibility I might do some road markings or decal work on them. We'll see how adventurous I'm feeling. I really want to go all out on these, so there's a possibility I might mask off some little lines and stuff and do some like yellow stippling or stuff like that. Really love to take those to the next level. So that's where we're at. But whilst all of these washes, the red wash and the Agrax, are drying, I'm going to have my breakfast, and then we will get into some track painting and some dry brushing. Howdy there. So it's been a long day. It's just got, well, it's approaching 6:30 now. And oh yeah, do you like my new mic holder? It's 6:30 now, so I've been up for 12 hours, I think, pretty much solidly painting. It's a lot tougher than I thought it would be. So I haven't finished pretty much anything. I've got one squad of 3 bases of the Saturnine Terminators done. The trim, so fiddly. Unbelievable. The other Terminators are ready to go, but I want to get some tanks done first, just so that there's some bulk to what I'm doing. But the tanks, so they have had both of their base coats of red. They have been dry brushed in a lighter red. They've then had the red wash put on them, and that's just drying now whilst I have some tea, and then going to have a check-in with Josh, which is going to be the next thing that you're going to see after this little piece. And then I'm straight back to it. I want to get the Ascalon done. So yeah, we're about halfway through actually now. So yeah, started around this time yesterday. So not doing too bad. I think it's whether or not I can maintain this level of concentration. Like normally I'm frittering from one thing to another, but like I'm knuckling down. Like this is fixing my attention span and my brain to be working this hard at it. So yeah, I'm loving it. It's hard work, it's intense, but it's really good fun. Anyway, that's my little check-in. Now over to me and Josh having a bit of a chat.
So Tim, we have 24 hours and 9 minutes left. We are pretty much as good as halfway.
Yes, indeed.
How are you feeling now?
I'm feeling pumped, elated, psyched, and very much like I'm not going to complete this, and I'm okay with that. I've made my peace over the past couple of hours with that.
Nice.
So yeah, how about yourself?
I've made lots of progress. I'm still in the figuring out the scheme phase, it's not looking quite how I expected it to. I think my Iron Within wash mix is a lot stronger than I was expecting, so they've darkened down a lot. So I'm going to have to do another round of dry brushing to bring them back up. But I think it's going to look really nice actually once it's done. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that dry brushing, I think, and then stop for some dinner, and then I need to think about my bases because I've not touched them at all yet, and I know I'm gonna texture paste them, so that'll take a while to dry. So I'd like to do that tonight so that it's dry for tomorrow morning.
Awesome, yeah, that's some good planning and thinking ahead. I'm excited to see them materialise and start taking shape. That's going to be really cool to see. Plenty to do still, but yeah, still enjoying it. It's pretty tired, but coping all right. And
nice.
Right.
Well, that's 24 hours and 4 minutes now.
Cool.
So I will let you crack on, and we'll check in tomorrow. Good luck.
Lovely stuff. Yes, see you in the morning, and yeah, hopefully you have a nice dinner, and get everything done tonight that you want to do. Well, here we go. It is, I don't know what time it is, I think it's about 11 o'clock, and look what I finished. So I finished, this little squad was the first one that I finished, and then I took a break because it was very, very laborious doing the trim on those massive shoulder pads. So then I've finished the Ascalon. Transfers still to do, but I'm classing that as a finished tank. I don't know if you were able to see, but I even did little hazard stripes on the pipes underneath the laser destroyers. And then just now I have finished the second Saturnine Terminator squad. So that is the fruit of my labour so far. After over 24 hours now, it's like 27 hours I think. And that's what I've managed to produce. That's my pile that I just don't think I'm going to get to at this stage. I think I just want to focus on getting the word bearers done. I think if I try to do anything with the dark mech or the titans, that would prove too much of a distraction. So I'm just going to keep my focus on tanks. Yeah, tanks and the Saturnine dreadnoughts. I think that will be plenty for me to do. And yeah, so I'm just going to sort of potter for a little bit, maybe for another hour or so, and then, turn in for the night, and then we'll be back at, I don't know what time tomorrow morning, we'll see how it goes, but yeah, possibly 6, 7 a.m. for about 12 hours then of tackling even more. But yeah, that's not looking too bad as a little sort of starting point.
Morning, Tim.
Good morning, mate. How's things? You feeling fresh and good?
I'm not feeling fresh and I'm not feeling good, but I'm feeling like I've made massive progress last night. So I think I'm going to get where I want to for today. I'm really pleased with how it's coming together. Like I'm well chuffed with how these look. There's definitely a lot more detail I'd love to add with like variety and metallics and painting the tracks a slightly different colour. But if I don't have time to do that, I think they're in a good place.
Cool. Yeah, they're certainly looking amazing.
How are you feeling?
Not too bad, to be honest. Yeah, a little bit shaky in terms of not in terms of hobbying, just in terms of like relentless sitting down all day for a while. That's starting to take its toll now. But yeah, I'm feeling really good. I think I've got an action plan for today. Going to finish the Saturnine dreadnoughts off. Going to maybe look at doing some basic infantry, some tactical units, and maybe some rhinos. I think that would be sort of a really solid foundation for the start of this army to actually get troops done during the challenge. I'm kind of managing my expectations now. As soon as I realised what I was actually capable of, rather than the pie in the sky dreams, it's become a lot more manageable in terms of what I can get done. So I think that's the way forward today. Get some troops, some rhinos, and these dreads done.
All right, we have 11 and a half hours to go.
Boom.
I still think I'm going to finish. I have blind faith in myself, and that is all.
That's incredible.
I definitely need to do a little walk at some point, but I think I'm going to make a start.
Nice.
so that I've at least gotten something done, and then I will have some breakfast and go for a walk and get some sugar because I need some sweets. I think.
Yeah,
I think
that's high on the
Percy
agenda.
Pig kind of day.
Right, on that sweet note, I'm gonna get some wash on these dreadnoughts so it can dry whilst I'm out hunter gathering for haribo's and whatnot.
Nice. All right, I will chat to you soon.
Love it, man. Good luck.
You too.
Cool. So it's 1:30 now. We're very much into the final slog. So what's that? That's like 5.5 hours left to go ish, I think. So really great progress so far this morning since catching up with Josh. I finished the 2 Saturnine dreadnoughts that I'd done some of the silver work on last night before going to bed. So they're finished. I don't know why I didn't paint all 4 of them in one go. That would have made more sense, but there we go. That's the decision that I've made. And then just now for the past few hours, I have been working on the 5 rhinos that I repurposed from my Ultramarines that were stripped. And they've gone really, really well, actually. I still need to do decals, transfers. It's very hard to find white word bearers decals. I found some. There was an old decal transfer sheet from back when they first released the Horus Heresy in plastic. GW put out a Battle of Couth box set, which was word bearers versus Ultramarines, and that transfer sheet, I've got one actually, is absolutely amazing. It's got all kinds of runes and things on it. It's got stuff in white. It's got some script. Is it Colchisian script or something like that? That's going to look really sick on Titan armor panels and stuff like that, and on the side of bigger vehicles. So yeah, I somehow need to try and get hold of a lot more of these. I've only got the one in my possession, but I was thinking that things like there's like white squiggles and stuff like that. They'll look really good on the black, sort of the Payne's grey armour panels. So that's where I'm at with that. And I've got to try and decide what to do for the next 5.5 hours. In theory, I could crack on with some of the Kratos that I've already done red and started to do the tracks on 1 or 2 of them. So that would be sensible. But I kind of want to crack on with the tactical marines, all of the little bits and pieces that I stripped on the very first evening. I want to try and fit together squads, stick them down onto lollipop sticks, and then see if I can build like one squad of those maybe, or ideally 2. But yeah, I'll need to sort of figure it out. Maybe if I do a squad of tacticals and the squad of plasma marines, that might be good. But yeah, that's the next thing that I want to work on, I think, this afternoon up until the end, really. So I think that's the plan. So I'm gonna probably crack on with that now in a minute. But overall, I am super happy with progress. Like, I'm just looking over at what I've achieved, and I've put it out on one of my finished plaza tiles, so the finished models are going onto the finished plaza tile, and it looks sick. Like, I've achieved that in the space of 1 weekend. Like, 2 squads of Saturnine, Terminators, a super heavy, and some Rhinos, and still a bit of time to go to get some tactical marines on. No HQ. I'm partway through the Saturnine HQ. I won't bother doing the regular tactical HQ today, to be honest. They need a bit more work because they are so fancy. I want to try and stretch myself with some real sort of in-depth painting on those. Yeah, I'm about to knuckle down for my next stint, so this is really exciting. Enthusiasm is still high. It hasn't waned through this whole weekend. I've loved it. I did get a little bit down when I realised that I couldn't achieve everything that I wanted to do, but soon rallied, and yeah, just seeing stuff finished is wonderful. So the end is nigh, and I've managed to squeeze out doing some more. So I've painted up all of these tacticals. Don't know if it's going to focus there at all or not, but yeah, so got tacticals painted, so that's 4 bases worth. And 4 bases. I've just done the rims in Proacryl coal black, so just waiting for those to dry, and then I can get those off the sticks, super glue them onto here, and then they're ready to go over to join their friends. That might just about be it, to be honest. I mean, I can push on and do some other little bits and pieces, but nothing else is going to meaningfully get finished before the timer runs out, and Josh and I have a lovely little catch up and just see exactly how we're feeling, how we've done, and wrap things up. So I'll get these on spaces and see how I'm feeling after that.
Well, that's it. 48 hours done.
It feels both super like it's flown by and taken forever simultaneously.
It's an eternity of pain, but a very brief weekend of fun as well.
Exactly. Yeah, my poor middle-aged back is going to be punishing me for a few days to come. But it's been fantastic. Might not pick up a brush for the next day or two, but certainly kick-started the army, which was the whole point of it.
I mean, in terms of success/failure, as often is the case in these videos, I didn't leave myself quite enough time for the actual basing. So none of my infantry are on bases. I've got the bases done. I've got the infantry painted. So I'm going to call that a success.
Yeah, 100%.
It'll just need 30 minutes of clipping and super gluing, which is not going to happen tonight.
No.
That's going to be a problem for maybe next week. But I set out to paint a 1,500 point army in a weekend, and I have done that.
Congratulations, man.
Which, thank you, I always get to the end of these and I'm like, I don't know if I'd recommend it, but I think if if you're struggling for time and want to play, or think that it's overwhelming to start an army, I hope that these videos are proof that it's not. You can do quite a lot in a short space of time if you're a little bit efficient about it. Plan your scheme a little bit. One of the best bits about Legions is just the bar for entry is so low.
But those big battle group, battle force bundle boxes, they're a great value way to get into it, to be honest. Yeah, they got the value. They got a bit of everything to give you like a smorgasbord of units, and then you can decide where to go from there. Whereas I just sort of jumped in at the deep end with just new stuff and didn't really think about the practicalities of speed or or anything like that.
You definitely went for a less efficient route, but possibly one that's going to give you more interesting things later on to play with. I've sort of got the backbone of an army, but before it can start feeling particularly flavourful or exciting, I'll have to add extra things into it.
Definitely. So two different approaches, one awesome 48 hours.
Yeah, it's been great. Thank you, Tim, for joining me.
That's all right. Thank you Cheers for being the pioneer of the challenge, and happy to be along for the ride.
Well, hopefully we'll do something else together soon. Maybe we'll try and get a game in at some point where we can use our armies that we've painted up.
Yeah, that would be fun. Cool. Yeah, maybe when I'm on my way back through. Past. That would be good.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. It's the next day. I've been home, had a wash, all of that good stuff, and feeling really good about the weekend that just happened. Had time to reflect, look up some numbers. So 48 hours overall, 36 hours sat here in the hobby chair, building, priming, painting. Really, really good. So 36 hours. I've just totted it up and it's about 435 points that I've managed to finish. But there's a lot of stuff that has been sent well on its way. I've got an awful lot of things stripped. I've got 2 squads, 2 detachments of tanks that have been a lot of work done on them, so they've got a great head start. I didn't get round to doing the Dark Mech or the Warhound, but they're still new in their box in the shrink wrap, so that means that I get a chance to unbox them on the channel and do unboxing videos about them, which is really exciting because it's more content for you guys. Huge thank you to Josh for letting me tag along with his. Him and his channel are the pioneers of the 48-hour Legions Imperialis challenge. So a huge thanks to him for letting me tag along, for collaborating on this video, for our behind the scenes chats and motivation to keep each other updated with where we're at and keep the progress happening. That was very much appreciated. He's a lovely guy. Throughout the video I'll have scattered links to his channel. I'm sure that anyone that's watching this will be aware of his wonderful content. So that's about it really, before we get too sentimental and mushy. I'm ecstatic with how much I've managed to get done. It shows that I can push myself. It's really helped to reset my brain back to sort of being able to concentrate, less time looking at my phone, more time just doing, which is, I think, what we all need in this day and age. Today, life rears its ugly head and returns to normal. I am back at work today, shattered, achy, but yeah, really, really pleased. So the final thing to do is to thank you all very much for watching. Hopefully you made it through to the end. I've got no idea how much of this footage that I've filmed over the past 2.5 days now has made the cut. If you made it through to the end now though, well done, thank you ever so much. I'm sure you are, but please check if you subscribed or not. Slap that like button, drop a comment. How do you think I did? Do you feel like I was too slow, too fast? I don't know, I'm speaking words at the minute, but yeah, thanks all very much. Take care of yourselves, happy hobbying, and I'll catch you very soon on the next one.